Hey, I decided to make the video because I'd been asked a few questions that I had not addressed in earlier videos in the how to make these particular buildings, but in the past 6 weeks things have changed so dramatically that they asked if I would please just show the whole property as it's changed in 6 weeks. Here you go. Okay, so behind me is about 20 acres of land that had until now been all grass, all rambut. All of the locals would come and gather all of that grass to feed it to their cows, because up here beef is big industry. You'd think it was Texas. So we went through over the past week and paid the guys to clear the land up here so that they can put in crops that they can sell. We didn't see any reason for the land to lie fallow and not be able to get anything done with it. So yeah, they've cleared the land. They're going to plant Catella and then maybe jahe, ginger. This durian tree, there's 2 of them. They've kind of become the bone of contention because they're blocking the view of Mount Agun. And it will be maybe 15 years there's Agun. We need to get rid of that tree right, well, there, that one. It'll be about 15 years before these trees give fruit. So we either cut them, move them, but they can't stay where they are because they're blocking the views. Up here is further infrastructure. Our electric tower is soon to have also Wi-Fi on it. We buried that water tank half in the ground. It had been somewhere else that was also blocking the views. So we brought it over here, sunk it halfway down into the ground. That structure right there was previously over the top of the fireplace down below, which is also being moved. So I asked them to bring that up here and use it so that they had somewhere to put their bikes out of the sun. What you see them building right now is a temple. We have a temporary temple down below of kayu, of wood, bamboo, and it was great for now, but we needed a permanent structure. So they're building a foundation here, and we will go tomorrow and buy a big concrete temple and have it blessed and do the ceremony and everything else, because I had to have a proper temple for the whole property. That's a big pile of sand. This tree was also big, but we chopped the top off of it and are putting angaret or more orchids on it. And the ballet from down below is moving. It's currently there and empty, but we're putting it about right there, so that so that when people come, the ballet is the first thing they see. They'll be able to stop there at the ballet, a place where also the locals can sit and relax. Santai, tempat santai. The balai banong will be back to being a balai banong. We began here in a ballet. I was here alone, sendiri, which in and of itself was different for everyone to try to imagine why I would live here alone. But I was tired of paying Ubud rent prices. We already had the property, and once I got up here, I couldn't find it in my heart to stop. So the first thing we did was put in a balai banong, and for 6 weeks I lived without electricity, and then for 3 months I lived without even so much as a toilet. I had a hole in the ground with some bedeck, or actually that building, a lot like that building, but kind of over there. But so I didn't have showers, I didn't have baths. I had buckets, hot water to bathe with. And now, there's the gardens. I can show you more of those later. But we have 3 buildings. Y'all want to go see? The best part about the gardens, these 2 plants here, these flowers can be drunk as tea. Almost every flower you see in the entire property, that's lampu, kind of like a gourd, a pumpkin. Those came from Apin and Ronald. They do not go on the ground. They hang them up. Of course, pineapple, aloe, matir they call this, instead of marigold, but matir. Strawberries. Almost every plant seen in the garden was given to me by a friend or local family here. We put in a small temple here, and today they're actually building the large temple, and I'll show you that as well. The green plants you see right there, that's pandan, which is kind of similar to vanilla. They use it in spicing up everything. This morning, in about, I don't know, 20 minutes, they put in those stairs for me because Mimi slipped and fell, and I couldn't handle that. I have garlic, shallots or bawang merah. That right there is basil or basil, as y'all know it. We have gardenias. I can't remember what they're called here. Again, kuning, natir, kuning. Orangnya, we have kuning, but it's back there on the other side, you can't see it. Lots of jampun, pohon jampun. Another marigold. So all of these gardens look like not much is happening yet, but it's changed dramatically from what it was just a few short weeks ago. There is, this is buah naga, or naga fruit, and it will come up, believe it or not, that succulent is going to turn into one of the best fruits on the planet and climb the tree. There are lots of orchids. They've put some orchids on that one for me as well. I don't know if you can see them from up here. Let's have a look at the kitchen. I decided not to clean to let y'all see what it's like. We took the cray or blinds, the bamboo blinds from the ballet. I actually built this kitchen with them in mind. I really wanted concrete countertops, and I did not want them sealed. Because I know what they look like once they get dirty. Irna cooks regularly here. This is a great example. This morning, one of my men brought me a huge sunflower that we'll be able to plant all these seeds from. The seeds are almost ready to be planted, and then we'll have sunflowers all over. She cooks rice, fish, vegetables, lots of things in that fire. A lot of people have commented that it's a very Balinese kitchen, but of course there are some things that are quite obviously boule, or Western. All of these things will eventually be hanging from up there. Again, another plant from local friends and family. If you've never had jahe or ginger fresh out of the ground, you peel it. It peels literally like a banana. It does not. You don't have to take a knife to it. It just peels right easily off. This is mangus or mangosteen. One of my favorite fruits ever. Another fruit. I can't remember the name of it right now. And that's it. Our coffee station, water, hot water and cold water. Although we use the kettle a lot as well. And that's my kitchen. Hot water. Had to have hot water. Kulkas. And that's it for my kitchen. And this is the views. All of this area by next week will be grass and a seating area. There's a wall going right there. So we'll be able to have seating outside here and look at both Mount Agun and the next area is kind of basically our sitting area. They call it tempat duduk. The meja or the table is temporary. It's going elsewhere, but for now it will do. Those plants over there, yeah, given to me by friends. We're building bamboo furniture to go here, and out here there'll be a small fireplace right here so that we can sit by the fire while it's raining and be comfortable. And then you just step straight out of, here's my coco. This is what you do if there's danger around. You pull this out and hit it. I shouldn't say danger. They use it for any type of communication. For me, it would be a loss. I would have to have a lot of danger to when you saw that. But yeah, the cool is the sound travels, of course, and that orchid also given to me by one of the workmen. But anyway, so here we're putting machine chuchi, or a washing machine there. I just haven't bought it yet, mostly because of transport. I've got to get it delivered. And this is the bathroom. There's the shower. There's the bathtub. It was without the wall, but that didn't work. That was a mistake on my part. Beautiful as all of this is, it was not feasible because the concrete was so cold. It's actually really, really cold up here in Besaki. So I had to have the bathtub so that I could warm up the concrete and still take a hot bath. Really, I need a hot bath up here in Besaki. It gets dingin'. I should have told you a few more details about what it took to build these three buildings. The concrete foundation, bamboo on top of that, tali duk is how they've tied it together. And in much less than 6 weeks, they have built all three buildings, as well as tons of other infrastructure and things, from a septic tank to running listric to just tons of other odd jobs that need to be done. If you'll notice, the bamboo here is really green. That's because it's still wet, or masih basah, because it's new. And then here, even just from, again, about a month ago, the bamboo is already beginning to turn the color. It will stay permanently. We are, however, going to be putting flowers, like a moonflower vine, all the way along each of the walls to help hide, beautify, reduce noise, all kinds of reasons why. So without further ado, here is the bedroom. It's also got a small, pardon my mess, but got a small seating area out front. The floor also coral. I don't know if you noticed, they call those therapy rocks. Like my chapung, my dragonfly, that's kind of my totem. And all of the, check this out. I love it. You just pull and go. And then at night, I've got even more here. I'm gonna have to, let me turn it around. Oh, just turn it around this way. So there's the door. It's actually got two of them. Yeah. There's all my clothes. There's the bed. In this room, unlike the other rooms, we chose concrete instead of coral or therapy rocks, basically for ease of cleanliness and stuff like that. So, and then of course another plant from a friend. Okay, so I didn't answer the questions that I was specifically asked. The first quote I got for the bathroom was 75 juta. I thought that was a joke, and indeed I was able to do it for less than half of that. In fact, everything I have done so far has cost less than that total quote that was given to me for just the bathroom. I've built all three buildings, each one subsequently less. With the bathroom, of course, you've got major infrastructure from, toilet and things like that, but we also had to put in the septic tank. Kitchen took a lot of labor time because of the countertops and stuff like that. And the bedroom was the easiest. The most difficult thing about the bedroom was pintu dan jala, the door and windows. But even those went quickly. So I actually spent around 30 juta on the bathroom, around 17 juta on the kitchen, and around 11, 12 juta on the bedroom. I employ anywhere from 3 to 4 to 7 people per day, which feels really great in the middle of this virus corona epidemic we have going, to be able to keep people employed instead of having to let people go the way it's happening all around the world. And that's about it. There are a lot of other minor expenses, and yeah, I hope that answers that question. The labor is the most expensive thing I have to pay for, but it is extraordinarily inexpensive compared to what it would be elsewhere. So, and Nisha's doing great. Thanks for asking. Bye, y'all.